Hello, Aquarius. Aquarius. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well, Aquarius. It's Gemini season, so everybody, all the air signs are kind of just like, ooh, I'm thinking overload. Communication, truth, realization, mental clarity is going on here. Decision making, Aquarius. It's a beautiful time to put the mind to use, but to good use, right? Ooh, the Queen of Pentacles. You're doing great, Aquarius. You're doing good. I feel like you're financially stable, or you feel stable at this time. Loyal, grounded, practical. The Queen of Giving. You're giving a lot to everything around you in order for it to grow. Nine of Cups. You're feeling content. You're feeling happy. You're feeling loved. You don't have any stresses or worries. Five of Cups. There is still some kind of loss here that's bothering you, though. The Eight of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. The Hermit. And the Five of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. Let me do this again, dear. I feel like the air signs for some reason is heart, mind, body, and soul. So I'm like, all right. Let's go into the soul then. That's better. Okay. You have the Empress, right? Yeah, you have the Empress. Beautiful. You're in loving nature. You're in mother nature. I feel like you're being a motherly figure in your life, whether it's to family, to friends, maybe even your job. I feel like you're loving and nurturing, planting and growing seeds of love. So I love it. I feel like things are just growing around you. You're growing. You're in this full force of mother nature, nurturing, loving, caring. I love this. Yeah. I just feel like you're coming off as a mother. You know what I mean? Spiritually, the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like spiritually you're doing good. You feel grounded. You're a giver. You give. You love to give. You love to help people around you. And you're loyal and you're practical. You're doing great, Aquarius. Great. Yeah, in your heart, you have the Nine of Cups. I feel like you're content. You're happy. You feel loved. And I feel like you're loving yourself as well. Okay, in your mind is where the Five of Cups is at. So there is something in your mind here where there is a situation where you have some kind of loss that you're thinking about. So I don't know if this has to do with family, friends, a partnership here. I don't know. It's something from the past. I don't feel like it has to do with anything now. It's something that you're still upset about. It's been on your mind, which is so interesting to me. Maybe because you are in mother, like paternal vibes right now. This may be making you think about your paternal parents, possibly. So maybe there's some kind of loss between you and your parents. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying it. I don't know why I'm saying it. In the physical, I almost want to say this right now because this is what's going through my brain, because I said that, right? So maybe you do have some kind of loss. Maybe you're not talking to one of your parents, or maybe one of your parents passed away, or maybe you don't have a relationship with your parents, or maybe one of your parents lives far away. I'm not too sure, but I feel like that's why when you're in paternal mode, I feel like that's when you start thinking about your own paternal. And I feel like you're still sad, but accepting this loss when it comes to this paternal entity in your life. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you're finally maybe coming to terms with accepting that, yes, I'm disappointed, or yes, I'm upset, or I was upset, but I need to accept this loss and move on, because you're in a place of I need to be there, maybe for my children, because my parents weren't there for me or something along those lines. It's very weird. I don't know. I'm sorry, Aquarius. You have the Eight of Swords in your physical. Very interesting. I feel like you're holding yourself back physically. It says inheritance. Or no, interference. My bad. God, I can't read for shit and it's upside down. Whew, let me get a grip on myself, Aquarius. I'm not a professional reader. I'm just a reader. What's holding you back physically? This is so strange. Maybe something's going on in your life that's keeping you from moving forward. Maybe physically you're keeping yourself blocked off. I don't know. This is so strange to me. It's like totally opposite of the whole entire reading. I guess you would know though. In your soul, you have the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like this is you needing to have a new beginning and self-worth. Yeah, I feel like this is... let me read the rest. The King of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Torment. Aquarius, I don't know. This is not going to resonate with everybody. I'm just going to read what I see. I feel as if there is this issue with you and a father figure. And that has affected your self-worth. And you're doing a lot of soul searching because I feel like either they abandoned you or they didn't give you what you needed. They didn't give you love. They didn't give you attention. They didn't give you time. I feel like that is what you're reflecting on right now. I feel like that's why you kind of feel trapped. I feel like I just feel like you're reflecting you being maternal. I feel like you're being everything that your parent was not. And it makes you happy. I think it's helping you heal this issue with your parent. Oh, this is really deep. That's why when I do heart, mind, body, and soul, I'm like, man, this is going to go deep because it's going to go inward. But yeah, I just kind of feel like this whole reading is you being what your kids need that you didn't have. Or you're being loving and you're giving your time and you're giving your energy and you're being, like I said, grounded and loyal and stable and present for people in your life, including yourself. I think it's because you're kind of reflecting on how you feel or how you felt not having that in your life from the person you needed it to be. But it's also trapping you in your own mind, which is okay. Maybe you just need to take this time to do so. It could be interfering in your life, but of course, because your soul is telling me, oh yeah, there is a male masculine figure here that you need to do some massive healing from. I feel like it's almost like this sense of maybe this parent was here for everybody else but you. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to make this a victim reading because I see the King of Pentacles, so I just feel like whoever this masculine energy is, that you based your self-worth on did not give you those things. Maybe they gave it to other people, but they didn't give it to you. And so I feel like the Hermit is like you really doing some soul searching about you're not the reason, you're not the problem. Maybe they just could not give it to you. Maybe because they didn't have it for themselves. Who knows? You know what I mean? People are weird, especially parents. Anyways, Aquarius, I just kind of feel like this is a weird reading for me to read for you, but I hope that this helped. I see with the Hermit here, it's beautiful. I feel like you are doing some serious deep soul searching of the fact that you know in your soul that you need to find your own self-worth from whoever this is who made you feel like you weren't worth anything. But I do see you energetically in a great place. You're doing good. I feel like you are loving yourself. You are content. Coming to terms with whoever this is in your life. Knowing it has nothing to do with you, it has to do with them. I think that's a huge thing. And coming to terms with that. You know what I mean?